It's the Steelers. What isn't there about it? Studs everywhere. Man, I'll play punter if they want me to. Whatever coach tells me, I'll play. Man, I love football. I love to play the game of football. I'm ready to play football. And I'm happy to be here. Just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be a part of this team. So I'm happy to be here. I love the game of football. I think it's art. I think it should be played a certain way. And that's why I love to play the game. I just love football.
Alrighty, Still Nation. I hope you guys are happy to be here too. In my part of town, it is absolutely freezing. And when I say freezing, like we don't really handle the cold that well. So let me see how cold it is in terms of Fahrenheit. Hold up. 57? That's not too cold. So it's 57, but it feels colder than that. So it's my 14 degrees and your 57 Fahrenheit. But I don't know why. Maybe we just don't handle the cold here that well. But it's funny because I'd still yeah. Thanks, J Devil mate. Got it today. So much better. So much better, dude. I look 10 years younger. I do. I look like 10 years younger. Hey, it looks insane. The guys I go to, my local barber, or barbers down the road, they're fantastic. It's like old school. It reminds me of old school 90s, old school 2000s where they play, all the punk rock music. They have all the tattoos, the logos, and just all the random stuff like that on my barber. It's fantastic. So good. So shout out to them. They're awesome. I haven't even had a shower or nothing like that. And I was like, yeah, dude, looking fresh. Because I was getting a bit everywhere. And sometimes it's funny too. I sometimes get a bit down in the dumps when I get a bit, my hair gets a bit everywhere. When you get a clean cut, you get that like fresh, positive, look good, feel good, act good, play good kind of style like the footballers do. But it is super cold here, man. And I'm going a bit later today. I don't know how long I'll be on. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I don't know if you guys want to run the show. I've titled it Steelers OTAs. I've got one rant I want to go on, and that's to do with the receivers. But other than that, yeah, I haven't really got too many things I want to talk about today. I was listening to State of the Steelers with Shannon White was talking about some football stuff. I know the Steelers went to Kennywood today, and they're all bonding and they're having a good time. So I think that's something that needs to happen in football. Is players, not only playing on the field, but off the field. And, when I talk to BMAC and he's talked to, Troy and Farrier and Hines Ward, they have a brotherhood, and it's a brotherhood of steel. So it's awesome. Really? That's crazy. You've been growing your hair since Mason started. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Just sometimes I feel good. Like I feel better having a haircut. G'day, West. All right, let's do some shout outs, do some hellos. But if you guys want to control the show today, bring up any topics, any questions, anything else like that, let's go that direction, man. I will talk about the receiver who we signed this morning. And I've got an idea for a video, but I might do it tomorrow or the next day. Because I always find this thing funny. When the team signs a player like, what's his name? Jenkins, Duron. I'll get his name right, so I won't be one of those people. Who'd they sign? Let me go to the Steelers website. Someone Jenkins, right? Steelers.com. They let go of Luke Barco. He was a cornerback. He played in the XFL. I think he played pretty good last season, the preseason. I think he made the 53, but we didn't really see him too much. He was on the practice squad. They signed Jenkins. Now, I find this interesting because when I read the internet and I go to Twitter and Facebook, Jeray Jenkins, and I just saw an LSU highlight tape of him scoring a touchdown, which is kind of cool. So when people see this, like, yes, it's only a bloke that may not make the team, but everyone writes a sarcastic comment, oh, we're going Super Bowl, or, who is this guy? It's like, yes, he's not a player, but still I wish him luck. Why can't you give him a chance? So Jenkins signed with the Jaguars as an undrafted free agent following the 2023 draft. He played in preseason, 2 receptions, 32 yards, and that's basically it. Then he played for LSU for 43 games in 4 seasons with over 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. And they waived the injured cornerback Luke Barco, who was a cornerback from the San Antonio Brahmas. And I think there was a connection as well. I feel like that Luke Barco and Hines Ward might have had that connection. Maybe Mike Tomlin had a conversation and they hired Luke Barco because he was connection with Hines Ward. So, but I do find these things funny, where Steelers fans will go, oh, who's that? Who's that? Give him a chance. Yes, he's most likely not going to make the team. And yes, he's not Brandon Ayuk or he's not DK Metcalf or anyone like that. But this is still part of the business and still part of we can still comment about it and still wish him luck. You know what? I love preseason because when preseason comes around, you get to follow stories about the guys like Warren or guys on the fringe who are trying to make the team. To me, it's all football. That's why I would love to see, to be honest, I would love to see like the Pittsburgh Maulers, or if the Steelers and the NFL had a sub-tier league, you better believe that this channel would either cover both teams. That was Pittsburgh Steelers and their little brother, players trying to get up to the Steelers, or I'd create a whole entire new channel following that team as well. So I saw people in the Facebook comments, and I'm going to read them out in a video doing tomorrow or the next day. I might work on today after this live stream. I'm going to read out all the comments and all the sarcastic comments about who's that player, who's that player. Well, take your time to learn about the player. That's just the way I see it. I wish him all luck, man. I do. If we want to, we can talk about that too. All right, let's go through some shout outs, man. And CTSPN broke the news. About what though? What's the What's the deal? What's the deal with podcasts? Podcasts about nothing. How can it be about nothing? Oh man, I think my Seinfeld impression is okay. I don't think it's the best. But why would you have a podcast about nothing? Surely it has to be about something. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the Seinfeld impression of an impression. But by the way, I was never a huge fan of Seinfeld, and then I started to like Seinfeld the last 5 years. They're just stupid episodes. But I love that in Seinfeld when they talk about it's a show about nothing, and he's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean it's a show about nothing? It's a show about nothing. What do we say? I don't know. You walk to your favorite shop, you get a coffee, you run into an old neighbor. She lends you $20. That $20, you give, you drop it on the pavement. George picks it up and finds $20. He goes and buys, I don't know, some apples, and those apples are rotten. And then the apples are left on the counter. Then the other bloke walks in, Kramer eats the apple, gets sick, and then vomits on Jerry. That's pretty much what their show was about. It was about absolutely nothing. So, all right, let's do some shout outs. And I want to go on my bit of a rant about this receiver stuff because, honest to goodness, I'm kind of over this receiver 2 number talk. I think it's completely fucking out of hand. Yeah, we know there's some problems there at receiver number 2. And sure, I would be entirely happy to see Brandon Ayuk or someone get signed and have a big deal for our team. But I'm really getting over the fact that the Steelers need the receiver number 2 to be successful in 2024. You're not going to worry about... Okay, anyways. Shout-outs first, and I'll go on my rant. Alrighty. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so g'day, Jet. What's going on? G'day, Gene. What's up? G'day, Thomas. G'day, Yuli. Saints have negative 85 million cap space 2025. That's insane. I feel like they're always like that. G'day, Rob. What's going on, mate? Legend of Rod in the house. G'day, George. G'day, 46, my favorite number. You know why? I'm still trying to get him on the show too. I'm going to try and find ways to get Christian 46 on the show. I got to figure some things out. I've been trying to email, Instagram. I've been trying to go through other places, but I was successful getting on Merrill Hodge and BMAC. So if I put some forward thinking together, maybe he'll come on the show. If you're listening, 46, come on the show. I would love to have you on the show. All rightio. Who else we got in the house? G'day, Wes. What's going on? Who else we got? Yui's in the house too for about 2 years. Yuli Pickett. G'day, Jeremiah Yoda. It's funny, I can't see it when I go over the comment. Looking forward to Steelers. Yeah, I am too. I'm really looking forward to. It's like 90-something days away from the season. A few months away from the preseason. Like I said, I don't mind watching preseason players play the guys on the string, the guys on the edge. That football's football. Like if I had time and the games were in my time, or if I was living in America, I'd probably watch the UFL. I just haven't got time to catch up with it though. So, and also most of the games in the UFL are about 1 p.m., which is my 3 a.m. So I'm not waking up to watch a UFL game, but I will wake up to watch a Steelers game. So, but I will be waking up at 3 a.m. to watch the Steelers versus Lions in week 3 for preseason. So I'm keen. Rod says we signed Troy. That's right. We've officially signed Troy Fa'utanu. And yes, I do know how to pronounce that. I was taking the piss the other day in a video. A lot of things, and you know what? I did talk about sarcasm in my stuff, or my stuff to do with the receivers, but a lot of things I do are probably like inside jokes on this channel. So when I was pronouncing Troy Fa'utanu's name wrong, it was because I was trying to get a reaction of people, so people would write down his name in the comments. Right. It's a podcast about nothing. Oh my goodness. I don't know what that is. What's a funnel cake? No idea what a funnel cake is. I don't know what that is. So g'day 46, g'day Derpy in the house too. We can talk about pizza. I had pizza on the weekend. I had too many sherbets on the weekend too. I had way too many. I was extremely hungover on Sunday. Holy dooly. That is insane too. I might even mention my post about 3rd and 19 as well in the Discord, talking about mental health. I'm a big advocate for mental health, talking about it anytime. And it doesn't have to be in terms of 3rd and 19. The reason why I made it was if people want to reach out and have a conversation about mental health, but it doesn't have to be like, you don't need to share your personal stories or whatever it may be. It's just legit there. You might find a cool phrase or a quote to perk someone up, help someone up. It's legit there just for an outlet. So if people want to use it, they can, but don't feel like you have to express your personal situation in that circumstance. I've been thinking about that for a long time. And the reason why I called it 3rd and 19, if you guys don't know what that is, on the Discord, if you are members, there's a Discord post called 3rd and 19, because sometimes in life when shit hits the fan and it's 3rd and 19, you might feel like, what's the point? There's no point moving, but you can still complete a pass for 5, 6, 7 yards. You can still run the ball for 4 or 5 yards, get 4th and 12 and punt it away and try again. So that was my mentality around 3rd and 19. When I went to bed at night, I was having had a few drinks. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make it. I was going to make it before. And that's the reason why it's there. So it's something that impacts my life from the daily, where I work with people in these situations, where I work in my own time too, when sometimes I feel like I'm doing really good and other times I feel like I'm doing really bad. I think life in itself is kind of like that. It's ebb and flow all the time. And yeah, 3rd and 19, you can be in a sticky situation. As we know in football, the same time, I think there's always a chance that you can get out of it. You can even, if you wanted to, just kneel down, take it for a loss, or you run a ball 2 yards, punt away, try again. So if anybody was intrigued about why I made 3rd and 19, it was to bring up the chance to bring up mental health talk and anything to do around those lines. But like I said, you don't have to share your personal story. To be honest, I probably won't share too many things that I already do share on this thing here. But it's always the opportunity, if you see a cool tag, a cool poem, a cool song, something that helps you to relax and unwind in terms of mental health and overall life and well-being, or you got a positive story or something like that. Put it in the Discord, and there'll be, myself and numerous other people from Steelers Nation, Australia, the community, HDU, to help out. So I hope everyone likes that. It wasn't fishing for answers. It wasn't fishing for people to submit their stories. You can if you want to, but basically 3rd and 19, we've all been there, you're all against the wall, you can still get out of it. And if sometimes 3rd and 19, if you're versing the Steelers like many, many years, how many times have we seen that where the Pittsburgh Steelers have allowed a 3rd and 20? So, sorry, excuse me. I still get in the morning. I still get my throat's all weird. But yeah, how many times have we seen the Steelers do a 3rd and 20? So that was the that was the direction behind that, and definitely something I wanted to introduce the last 4 months, but I finally did it when I had a few sherbets. I was like, you know what? I'll put it out now. I'll see what happens, see what the reaction is. And overall, it's a good reaction. I think this channel is a real life channel. It's not a fake clickbait or AI channel. It's all talking football and also talking life too. Rightio. And 10% shitting on the Bengals. And also, I'm going to introduce too soon. I'm starting to really fucking hate the Ravens. I don't know about you guys or you guys who live around the area from there. I'm really starting to hate the Ravens because a lot of Ravens fans start to, they chirp at us. But in reality, we've won 7 games versus 1. They're the overrated Cowboys, in my opinion. Every year they seem to say, we're going to win Super Bowl. We've got Lamar Jackson. We're the best. We're this, we're that. And then they're just as good as the Cowboys who hype themselves up every year and go nowhere. I don't think Steel fans are more realistic right now. Like, I want a Super Bowl, but I know how hard it's going to be. 100%, I know how hard it's going to be with that team. We haven't won a playoff game in 7 years, but it's like the Ravens are almost expected to win it, and that's why I'm really starting to hate them as much as I hate the Bengals, right? The Browns, they're worthless, who cares? But I'm really starting to think that I just can't stand the Ravens because they're so up themselves in terms of we beat them, and you only beat us with your backup players. It doesn't matter. Lamar Jackson can't verse us. So anyways, guys, hopefully that makes sense with the 3rd and 9 team. It is on the Steelers Discord, Steel Nation Australia Discord. It is something where if you want to post something to feel good or post something to express something, go ahead and do it. Maybe people will listen in the chat. Could be a good time. All right. And there's always an out too. There's always a way to get better. 3rd and 19 can turn into a 4th and 5 real quick. Rightio. What's going on, TD? I like your name too, Tom. I like Tom's name. TD Tom Dessenberger. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? G'day, Chloe. What's going on? How are you? I'm going to talk about that in a minute. I wish people would stop talking about Brandon Ayuk. We're not trading for him, these Pittsburgh media. I'm kind of fucking over it. I'm getting really over this receiver 2 talk. I dead set him. G'day, Shane. What's going on, mate? How are you? Roided up Rue versus Debo with Hulk hands. I'd probably go Debo. Give Debo big, huge hands, and he's going to punch that Rue into next millennium. Right. G'day, 99. What's going on? How are you? All righty. Anyone else in the house? That's kind of fun. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. All cool. So it's everyone on the Discord. If you want to join that, of course, need to be a member. But I'm not fishing. I'm not fishing for stories. I just wanted to put it out there. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes a post, like a post of, I don't know, a motivational post or a song, or maybe you see a cool little quote that brightens your day, something like that. Nothing too crazy, man. I'm not a psychiatrist. I did do psychology for a year, but I didn't like university. I wasn't a huge fan. So yes, it's just something like if people are going through something, they have a small little outlet to explain or share something, because we should be talking about mental health and life on a daily basis. Not maybe like when someone walks past you and says, "Hey man, how are you going?" And you go, "Oh, I'm my life's all crazy." But in terms of communities and stuff like that, we definitely should be bringing it up to more than we do, right? Gotcha. G'day, Michael G. What's going on? Yeah, definitely did. G'day, Pepper's in the house too. What's up, Pepper? Man, I reckon I'm up there, eh? I'm up there. I'm starting to feel that way. I really am. I'm starting to feel that way because all the mini debates I get online about the Ravens, they keep saying they're the best team, this, and this. What have they done? Yes, we haven't won a playoff game. What have they done? They've done absolutely nothing. So I'm getting up there. I can't wait till the AI mark a bloke in his room. Yeah, it would be me, but a robot voice. Alrighty. Yeah, he did too. He missed. No, I can't judge too much because Cameron Haywood didn't show up for OTAs as well. But yes, Lamar skipped OTAs and lost 750. I feel like Lamar doesn't even play for the Ravens. He's missed so many games versus us, which is kind of crazy. You guys are going off in the chat. I'm going to catch up, and then I'm going to go on my rant. right? Okay, I'm here. Okay, my chair. I got to fix my chair. My chair's a bit squeaky. I'm here to chew bubblegum. If you guys haven't seen that movie too, called They Live, it's fantastic. Roddy Piper, great movie. I watched it the other day. I remember seeing highlights of it, but I saw the movie the other day. It's a really good movie. So that's a quote from They Live with Roddy Piper. I think as well. I think he's passed away now too. He says, "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all and I'm all out of bubblegum." Right. Yeah, no, I never take them seriously either. I think they're spending way too much money on the quarterback situation. I think yes, they have a good defense. I'm not saying that Garrett's the greatest one there, but they've got a good defense, good cornerbacks. I like their running game, but can Nick Chubb bounce back? The Browns are the Browns, but until they fix their quarterback situation in their room and not pay him all the money, like paying $84 million a season, they're going to just go backwards, I reckon. Right. Yeah, he walks into the bank. If you guys haven't seen that, he walks into the bank and has a shotgun and just starts shooting them all. Oh, I know what one you're talking about. Yeah. That one in the alley. Yeah, sorry. That's when he's he's fighting the bloke in the alley. I don't know what is it Keith David? Apparently, okay. He's fighting the bloke in the alley going back and forth. So if you haven't seen that movie, it's a really good one. It's like a bit like conspiratorial in terms of messaging media. When you put the glasses on, you see robots, you see advertising, because we're surrounded by advertising all day. Even the Pittsburgh Steelers really are advertising. They make us fall in love with the Steelers. What do we do next? We go and buy merchandise, we buy hats, we buy jerseys. We subscribe to NFL shows. We go buy tickets. We go everywhere, right? But this to me is one massive distraction. I love the Steelers so much. I love football, so it doesn't bother me. But then in terms of in They Live, we're surrounded by advertising all the time. You know what I mean? Everywhere you look, you're wearing something, drinking something about that. So it is a pretty good movie, because he walks into the bank with a shotgun and he's like, what did he say? Yeah, he walks in the bank with a shotgun. He's like, I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Yeah, good fun. Alrighty. I'm gonna have a bit of a half a minute break, and I'm going to fucking tear this receiver 2 thing apart, because I'm really over it. I really am. I'm just over it. Give me a second.
Coach, you drafted 3 offensive linemen so far, including one at the very top there in Troy Fautano. All of them love football, all of them passionate, all of them real physical. Was continuing to address the offensive line a big key for you guys heading into this draft?
We just want to roll people, man, to be honest with you guys. We got some backs that we like. We've got a good offensive line. We took Broderick Jones a year ago. This draft pool or class we thought was really loaded with some top-end offensive line talent, and we just wanted to draw from that well.
Alrighty, Steel Nation, welcome back to the show. Now, I've rolled my sleeves up. I'm ready to go. This could be a video. I don't know. Am I a poet? Who know it, right? Let's go. I'm actually really, and I can't swear at the moment because if it is a video, I can't swear within the first minute of YouTube. Otherwise, they will demonetize me. But I'm really sick of this receiver 2 number talk. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want Brendan Ayuk, that I don't want DK Metcalf, that I don't want Courtland Sutton, that I don't want these players. What I'm sick of is all this talk has happened and nothing has been done. No trades have been accepted. There's been only rumors about it going to happen, and nothing has been done. That's what I'm over. And I feel like Summer Steel Nation is stuck here on receiver 2. They need receiver 2 to win the Super Bowl. What happened to the quarterback maybe making a receiver into that number 2, right? Pickens, number 1. I feel like he's number 1 on the team. And yes, maybe he may not be number 1 in the league, or in terms of he could not be a number 1 receiver. But right now, in terms of depth, it's Pickens. There's the Van Jefferson. There's the other bloke is Roman Wilson, the rookie, CA3. And I feel like there's this big gap, this huge gap where we acknowledge that Pickens is number 1, GP, and there's number 2, nothing apparently. Nothing. There's 0 there. Now here's a guy. There's nothing here. Nothing. And then we have all the other receivers. And I'm going to name them off the list and remind myself memory that we have Pickens, number 1. There is no receiver 2 at all. Apparently, there's not there. Then we have Van Jefferson. He was a free agent pickup. Roman Wilson, he's the rookie receiver that come to the team. Calvin Austin into his 3rd year, which I think he's going to be a good addition for this team this year in his role. Scotty Miller, look, no one likes that guy because he's like an unknown bloke, but can he make the team? Maybe, hopefully. Quez Watkins with Philadelphia. There's been some talk. I saw some talk on a podcast. I think it might have been today or another podcast talking about Denzel Mims. Maybe he could be a bloke that rolls into that carves at a role. I'm not too sure about Marquez Callaway or Deuce Watts. And the new bloke today, no one cares about Jeray Jenkins because he's just a free agent guy. Sure, some blokes won't be there that high tier moving up there to be receiver 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I feel like there's this imaginary gap that Steeler Nation has built themselves into their mind of like George Pickens is 1, there is 0, 2. There's no fucking 2 at all, and there's like 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the point in that? That makes no sense to me. If this team does not go and get someone via a trade, they don't get someone via Omar Khan picking someone up, someone gets cut, then they're not going to, you know what? Sorry, guys, we haven't got a receiver 2. We haven't got a receiver 2, so we're going to quit. I think the game's over. You know what? Falcons, you win. Denver, you win. How about, we can't verse the Raiders, you win. They're not going to give up the season because they haven't got a receiver 2. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm slightly getting over it. I really am. And I want to see him make a move tomorrow or the next day so it ends. Or I want to see these receivers get signed to the team so it ends. It's getting to the point where it's getting so stupid. Every single podcast, and we all do this, we all watch Twitter, we all watch podcasts, we all watch Steel Nation Oz or whoever. All these podcasts are talking about we need a receiver 2. Do we? Do we really need a receiver 2? Can't we just rely on Russell Wilson to feed the football to Freiermuth, to Darnell, to get Connor Hayward involved more, to get Cordero Patterson, who can be a running back and a receiver? Like, I don't know, throw the ball to Fields. Why not? They made a rumor up that Fields is going to be a kickoff returner. Why not get him more involved? I feel like there's this massive gap here. Pickens, receiver 2, there's nobody, which makes no sense. The coaching staff with Arthur Smith and the organization with Mike Tomlin, all these dudes, they don't think this way. They're going to carve out a role and make sure there's a role for a receiver 2 to step up. Maybe it is a Roman Wilson or maybe it's a Van Jefferson to be there, and we haven't even seen him fucking play. We haven't seen Van Jefferson play at all, like in our system or the Arthur Smith system. And also, it's more of a running-based system based on the 2 running backs, play action pass, getting the ball to Muth and Darnell, and Muth's really happy to be in the system. Everyone's freaking about, or not everyone, but most people are freaking about we haven't got a receiver 2. And if we don't have a receiver 2, then therefore our team is going to be non-existent in the playoffs, and there will be no chance for them to go on a run for Super Bowl. But it doesn't work that way. The way I see the team, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 receivers. So right now, if you're telling me Pickens is number 1 receiver, then there's no one for 2. Then you have 13 receivers who are going to be chasing down the 3rd, 4th, and 5th and 6th spot. Why can't they move up to be a receiver 2? Sure, I know there are different skill sets for guys on the outside. You know, maybe you can't put Calvin Austin on the outside. You need to put a bigger bloke on the outside to take care of cornerbacks, and you move Calvin Austin in the slot, or you move into the slot and things like that. Different packages, different things, different players in certain spots. But that isn't up to me as my role as a fan to say, you know what, we need a receiver 2. They're going to work this out. And you know what? They probably won't even go and sign a big name receiver like the Brandon Ayuk or the DK Metcalf or guys like that. They'll probably wait till things settle down. Justin Jefferson went and signed a multi-year contract, 4-year contract, $110 million guarantee, $140 million. And that's going to set a certain bar. They've got to go and pay Jamar Chase. They've got to go and pay CeeDee Lamb in certain spots. Will the Steelers go and offer a contract like that to a Brandon Ayuk? Maybe, could be a chance, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm really starting to get over. The actual fact is that there is a apparent gap created by Steelers fans that there is no receiver 2, when in reality there is. Calvin Austin will be stepping up. I think Roman Wilson will be thrown to the fire real quick. I think Van Jefferson will be stepping up. Freiermuth will be stepping up. Same with Darnell too, getting used in passing situations. And we haven't really talked about that Najee and Warren can catch a ball from the outside. This whole receiver 2 nonsense to me, and I've got a poll coming out, I might use it for this video, is far too much. It's just over exaggerated. It's overrated. It's some clickbait crap when we need to go and get this receiver. If it does happen tomorrow, I'll be proven wrong in a heartbeat, but I don't care because I'm so over it. All right, done. I'm back. Hang on.
The next two, is he still aggressive?
Yeah, what do they call them? The con artists? I like that. I saw that, man. That's pretty good.
All right, so I'll be using that for a video because that really helped me. That helped me a lot. That helped me. Okay. Well, good. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. Thank you, Rod, for the $99, and we have good receivers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. You bloody legend. Right. I really hope that I don't mean to be like rants are fun, but I'm just really over it, eh? I really am just about over this, that why can't other players step up? I think we've had this like fantasy football brain to a certain degree sometimes where, yes, if you go and get a Brendan Ayuk and you spend 2 draft picks to get him and he's the number 1 or Pickens number 1 and Russell Wilson has so many weapons. Yes, the offense would be insane to watch. And I agree we have a big chance to win playoff games. However, if we don't get that, I don't believe it's over. I feel like the Steel Nation in some community sense around the internet is if we haven't got number 2, it's all over. It's all over. And that's why I can't stand. Because why blokes like honest to goodness, this Jeray Jenkins guy, he's an undrafted bloke. What if he carves at a role in training camp in the team? They're all football players. They're all fit. You know, I'm not saying that Pickens and Jeray Jenkins are, that Jeray Jenkins is better than Pickens. We know Pickens is an absolute steal and a talent. But what I'm saying is there's still parts where they're all football players trying to carve out a role for the team. There still needs to be gunners on the team too. So we still need guys that are blokes that are 4, 5, and 6 receivers to play gunners or cornerbacks to play gunners. You need guys to step up in that role. Calvin Austin is one of those blokes where he will step into that role. And yes, he's a smaller dude, but he's like 4.4. I saw him run up the middle with Kenny Pickett pass all the way through the middle versus the Raiders. He went down, caught a ball in the end zone, and was on fire, right? So, and will there be ideas where this new bloke, Scotty Miller, steps up, right? I think he played for the Falcons, and I think he might have played for the Patriots or the Buccaneers, possibly with Tom Brady. So there's that connection there. I just feel like it's when Rod says we have good receivers in this thing here, we have good receivers, right? You think about that. You're almost pissing on, if you say we haven't got a receiver number 2, you're almost saying that all those receivers, all 13, cannot carve out a role to become a receiver 2. I think it's one of the most overrated topics right now in Steeler Nation is the fact that everyone's talking about receiver number 2. I don't know. Right. Hooly dooly. G'day, Randy, what's going on? Yeah, no, it's a pretty good movie. Yeah, it's a really good movie. I dead set. I did like it for sure. Off topic, any good Netflix recommendations? I don't have Netflix at the moment. I've got Paramount. Like I said before, guys, I pretty much just watch South Park whenever I can. So when I'm not working on YouTube Steelers and I'm not watching NFL, and I'm going to try and watch more highlights now, I really want to try and ramp this conversation up in terms of Steeler Nation Australia, getting myself customized to more Steeler news and more Steeler takes and more NFL takes. I want to try and go as hard in the paint as I can, even though it's a basketball reference. So I want to try and turn my brain on to an NFL brain right now and really switch on. But in my downtime, I have a bit of food and I watch South Park. South Park's my go-to. G'day, Randy. What's going on? Welcome to the show. Cool. Anyone else I missed? I agree with you, 99. I agree. Calvin Austin, breakout. Yeah, I've been saying it. And why can't he carve his role out? I think this receiver 2 idea, maybe it's not the receiver 2. Maybe it's the fact we haven't got another outside guy, right? Could Calvin Austin be the receiver 2, but he plays inside the slot more, or maybe in a more gimmicky role like that? Maybe it doesn't have to be the Pickens and receiver 2. Maybe it's like we just got to have a guy on the outside. But in saying all this stuff, maybe the Steelers go and make a move in the next few days, and I'm proved completely wrong. I'm just getting over the fact that everyone keeps talking about it. When we do have receivers on the roster, like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing Van Jefferson. Didn't watch too much of him in his career, but I wouldn't mind seeing him. I think he was a Ram. Was he a Ram? He's a Ram and a Falcon, right? I think. Yeah, Ram and a Falcon. 6'1", 27 years of age. He played for the Rams, played for the Falcons. Why can't he turn into a receiver number 2? And also, it's the person also throwing the ball as well. Is he just a washed-up receiver, Van Jefferson? We'll have to find out, right? I just get over the fact that there's no one there behind him, and we all it boggles my mind how these things work. I think Denzel Mims was a bloke from the Jets. I think how old is he? He is 26 years of age, experience. I haven't got his stats here, but could he be a possible bloke that could step up? That's what I'm trying to say. There's guys who carve out roles, not just we have to go and get a superstar. And you know what? I trust the organization and what is happening. I think there's a lot of, and this, it feels like it won't go away. It just won't go away. Hooly dooly. Yeah, and if it does happen, fantastic. I hope my internet's still here too. If it does happen, I'm all for it, right? But it seems to be the same story repeating itself. And the reason why, I could not talk about it and just move on. But the reason why I am is to voice my frustration. The fact. Very true. Randy makes a good point. I don't think Chiefs are loaded with wide receivers. They do have Mahomes. They have team players that are enough to get the ring. Why can't we do that? If we have a team player, I'm excited too. I'm going to try and move the conversation to quarterback in a minute. Like with Russell Wilson, I've been looking about some podcasts he's been doing. his older podcasts and videos and highlights. I've been watching stuff with him. Justin Fields, he might carve out a role with his being number 2, but you might see some packages where he comes into the show and maybe Wilson comes off the field. So hopefully I'm still there. My internet says I'm on 1 bar, but I don't know. As Mike Thomas says, next man up. Yeah, they'll figure something out. G'day, Steelers International. What's going on? Steelers International? Where are you from in International? Are you like is it like international or international? That's awesome. Welcome to the show. I don't think I've seen you before. I think you're on YouTube. I think I might have seen your podcast or something once or twice. Roman Wilson will overachieve. He will become one of the new Hines. Guy can play. He'll be fine at receiver. And yeah, I just think it's just crazy to me. It's crazy. Pittsburgh Toddy says, what what do I really want to know is who our punter is at number 2. How can they ignore us? I demand answers. You know what? I reckon with our punter, it's Cameron Johnston. I think he got the push from Jordan Berry to be a Steeler. He's one bloke that Omar Khan signed, and we definitely need a punter. So he's had some good numbers, like all pro numbers. So I'm pretty cool to see him in the show too. Watch Fallout. I've been told that, but I don't think I have Netflix. I might have to go and get off someone too. No, I've never seen that show at all. Brad. Me and Brad are fine now. We're fine now. I just didn't like him when he was younger. I thought he had a bit of an ego, but we all do. Is it like that? Is my internet okay or not? Let me see. Hang on. Is my internet bad? I feel like it's just showing 1 bar. Hold up. Can you hear me talking like click? Showing 1 bar. Oh, hang on. That seems fine. Hold up. Okay. All right. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. I really just want to go on that rant so I can use it for a video because I want to bring up the poll that I've made today too. On Prime. We'll have to get Prime. All right, mate. So my internet's okay. All right, because I got a poll here too for the receiver too, and it's like on maybe 20 votes. I believe in the community chat. And okay, it makes sense. So I got 37 votes. Steelers receiver number 2. Do they need a significant receiver? So that could be a Courtland Sutton. And Yes Mate had 49%. Nah Mate had 32%. And 19% had I'm tired of hearing receiver number 2 talk. So it's 50-50. But we're all allowed our opinions. That's for sure. Steelers International says, thank you in Florida, grew up in Pittsburgh. Both the Steelers Nation and Steelers International. We are the world's team. 1000% we are. Like I said, I'm from Australia. I have seen your channel before. I think you have a channel, correct? I feel like I've seen one of your videos back in the day. I feel like that's the thing. 99 says Hines Ward wasn't a crazy receiver. What he did those, and yes, very true. He's very consistent, and he ran good routes. I used to remember he was running really good routes too. He could block too, not the athletic freak, but he definitely runs some good routes as well. He's one of my favorites growing up when I was watching the kid. Same with like Heath Miller. Like Heath Miller just knew where to be as a tight end. He'd sit in certain he'd sit down in certain routes. He understood the defense. He understood how Big Ben played. Heath Miller caught the ball, turned around, ran someone over. He was fantastic. So, yeah. And Randy says here, Calvin Austin III appears to be really working hard. Opportunities knocking on the receiver room. Exactly right. Why do we? That's why I said I feel like there's the Pickens is the one. There's nobody at 2. Knock knock. No one's home. There's no receiver 2. And then you have all these other blokes that are receiver 3 and 4 and 5. So yeah, why can't someone step up and take that role, take that opportunity to become great or to become a great? Hey, you should. You mean like McDonald's? Hey, why not? Why not? That's funny, man. Yins and Maccas. I had Maccas the other day too. I had Maccas, I think, I probably eat too much takeaway food. I definitely do. I had Maccas, I think 3 days ago. Had a Big Mac, had a burger. It was okay. You gotta get it when you get it, you know. Mark, is it a dream? But I'm sure there are many who would like to say hi in person. What is your flight itinerary in December flying from Pittsburgh, from Australia? So no, it's not a dream. But I would recommend if you guys, I'm probably going to be sharing my stuff in Pittsburgh to members only. And that's not the fact that I'm asking for money. It's more of a safety thing because I don't want to just put out where I'm going to be, I guess, to the overall public. But as we get closer, I'm going to organize a watch party at a bar in Pittsburgh when Steelers versus Ravens on Saturday, December 21st. I'm going to organize a watch party in some random bar. So I've got 6 months to organize. I'm going to try and reach out to bars and, try and get a room or try and get a room at TV, explain my situation where a lot of Pittsburgh guys might come to the bar and say hello. Look, not just to meet me, but to meet everyone in the crew and have a good watch party to watch the Steelers versus Ravens. I just read the other comment. So yes, I'm going to probably talk to members on the HDU, and it's like $3 a month because that way, then you're into a certain sense, you're doing something to get the information. If that makes any like you're doing something to get information where I'll be, but I will be, I won't be going to people's houses. I'll just be going to bars and stuff like that for meetups and have a bit of fun. I trust everyone, but the internet is the internet, and I have received some really crazy threats in the past. As you guys know, that situation with a guy to be known. I received a really bad threat that I couldn't come to Pittsburgh. He said, if you come to Pittsburgh, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, okay. So that was really fun. So I've got that email, and I don't take threats lightly. I think threats are the weakest thing you can ever do. If you're gonna do it, then that means you're crazy, right? So I think those are fucking stupid. Nothing will deter me from going back to Pittsburgh, my home. I've been there 3 times. I don't care if someone, if they have those intentions. I don't care. I will be back there to cheer my team on and to watch football and gather as a group and have a good time. Get at home what's going on. So yes, I will be probably communicating in the Discord, and I'll be communicating in the members post on a member basis. That's probably the best thing. Someone asked me the other day, they wanted my autograph. I don't know who it was. It was someone in the chat, and they're like, I wouldn't mind getting your autograph. I don't know if you're being serious, but no offense. Why would you want my autograph? I don't know why. I would feel so weird. Like, I'll give it, but like, I'll feel so weird giving my autograph to someone. I'm not famous. I'm just a dude in my room, having a good time. But the reason what I want to do is I'm very happy. I'm very happy. And what makes my life really content and awesome is creating this stuff, is creating this environment, this Steeler Nation, this everyone talking football and life. That's what I love. So that's what I'm all about, is building the best brand that I can be. And yes, I'll be there. I'll be there Steelers versus Christmas Day. I appreciate everyone who's helped me out in certain aspects, for sure, getting me there and stuff like that. I'll be staying in Pittsburgh for 9 days. I want to try and catch up, if I can, with the Steelers Dynasty podcast. I want to try and catch up, if I can, with It's Yinsberg and Jason from Mike Drop Sports. But time is going. G'day, Brandy. Time is time, man. Time over there. I won't have much time to do many things. When I arrive there, it's going to be Thursday, 2 p.m. after a 24-hour flight. And then I'm going to stay in Southside. I've got a place there. And for 2 days, and I'm going to come back to downtown. I've got a place in downtown and stay for 7 days. I'm going to set up my laptop. Going to do podcasts. Going to do stuff like that. Going to try and do podcasts with random Steeler fans in Pittsburgh and try and get people on the street if they want to talk football. Maybe I can try and get a camera too and get some really good footage. And like, this to me is going to be like a work trip / like Steeler Nation. Let's effing go. You know what I mean? I'm good. Yeah, Brandon, how's your little baby? 100%. No, it's 100%. Yeah, it's not that I don't trust anyone. It's just like, I got to put myself in a good position. If that makes any sense, right? So, but that is, yeah, it'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a meetup. I'll try and have one big meetup. Oh, that'd be awesome. Dead set. Yeah, I'm gonna try and have a big meetup for the Steelers versus Ravens game. I thought that'd be the best chance. So Steelers versus Ravens game would be this Saturday 21st. We'll go and choose a random bar, maybe on North Side somewhere, get a big Steelers group together, watch the game, have a bit of fun, and see what happens, man. So I'm keen for that kind of stuff. But yeah, you won't be missing out. I'll keep people informed where I'm going to be. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, welcome, Brandon, to the show. Hope you're doing well. And yes, she has a little boy too. So you said that he's 1. Oh my God, he turns 1 tomorrow. That's fantastic, right? So cool. I'm going to be in the Saint. What's that? What's Saint Cross? Do I know what that means? I don't know what that means. What is Saint Cross? Oh, an island in the Caribbean Sea. There you go. Oh, look at that place. That's amazing. Where is that? Oh, you're all the way out there. Oh my goodness. Like what, Puerto Rico? That's insane. Man, you're on a big adventure. That's cool as. No, it's all good. It's all good. If you can't make this one, I will guarantee you this the bigger event. The bigger event will be the Pittsburgh Steelers draft in 2026. That will be the bigger event. That's when we're getting everyone. That's when everyone from everywhere should be coming to Pittsburgh at somehow, some way. And if me and Maddie go together, we'll do a joint thing. We'll do a joint party. We'll do something. Like we will put on one big show. Because so many Pittsburgh Steelers podcasters, fans all around the world, from Germany to everywhere, will be in the city for 2026. That's the one I think is going to be awesome. Dead set. Oh, that's so cool. And that's, you know what? That's why I love the podcast too. You guys are all mates as well. Fantastic. And I remember too, yeah, because your boyfriend's a Ravens fan, and I'm telling you, I've been starting to hate the Ravens a bit, but you know what? I'm sure he's cool. Yeah, 100%. So if you can, let's try and plan for Pittsburgh 2026. The reason why I wanted to go to Christmas Day game was because I have such a big connection with the Steelers versus Ravens on Christmas Day game in 2016. It was such a good time, such a fun time. And yes. Oh yeah, we got to find a way. I need to find a way to book a hotel. But I think over 1 million people, I think everyone who you know follows the sport and follows our team, we have to find a way to get there and do something. My plan would probably be I'd probably stay there 7 days. And maybe in that time, I'd probably go on a bit of a USA tour as well. So I wouldn't just go to Pittsburgh. Like when I'm going to Christmas Day game, I'm going for 9 days and coming home. Like I'm going there. G'day JJ52. What's going on? Cheers, mate. Hey, it's made me feel so much better. I feel heaps good now. That's all good, Chloe. So yes, what I was thinking was, with the 26, I'd probably save up some money and obviously the draft's in April. So I'd probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll go on a bit of a drive somewhere, or maybe I'd stay in America for 3 or 4 weeks. I'd probably stay in Pittsburgh for 7 days or 5 days. And then I'll probably go somewhere else after, because I've got all this year and next year to save. You know what I mean? But I have to be there. I'm being there 100%. TD says, maybe when you come back, you can do a cast with Jason and Sean. Yeah, I've worked with Jason before, twice. I haven't worked with Sean yet, though. I haven't met Sean, but I'm sure he's a good bloke. But I've worked with Jason. I think 3 or 4 days ago, I had to put him on a podcast. So he's good. He's a good bloke too. Your birthday's coming up, 23. Yeah, so we'll definitely organize some things. I'm going to organize a meetup or two, and I just want to have people around that cheers our team on. It's like, if you guys know, I know some people in the chat know this, but Tom Grossi is the Packers guy. He's going around international and going and meeting all these people around there. So, like, I would love to do that stuff. But my first goal is to come back to Pittsburgh and do the Christmas thing. You know, have a few connections with guys over there and podcasters and that kind of stuff, and really just have a bit of fun, man, and just keep building the brand, man. That's what I'm here for. June 15th. I got to see, what day is that? No, I think I'm working. If I did it, I could probably do it. Wait a minute. Nah, I can't. I'm working. I work Sundays. So, yeah, my schedule at the moment is I work Sundays, which is your Saturday, so I can't do streaming on Saturdays. And every second Saturday I can stream. But I will be trying to do more. I'll be trying to do more streams, like probably 2 times a week, 3 times a week. And when the season comes around, I should be able to do the game, maybe a post-game stream on a Tuesday, and maybe a Thursday. I got to figure it out. But yeah, that's my Sunday. So my Sunday I work, and I got to start to save some money up for the trip as well. JD52 says Grossi going to Ausland. I don't think he's going to Australia. No. He's not going to Australia. He's only going to Europe and Mexico and Spain, like that too. And I know as well, I know you guys want me to do a 24-hour podcast, and I think I'm going to get there. When I work super hard and I get to 10,000 subs, I'm going to do it. But I think Tom Grossi's doing a 24-hour podcast. When Pepper can confirm, but he's doing a 24-hour podcast if he reaches $170,000 in, like, what do you call it? Donations too. Yeah, so he's in Spain for 2 days as well. You know, it's funny. I can't believe, like, in this whole episode, all I've done was just do my rant. I really want, you know what, that receiver 2 rant, you'll see it again. I just wanted to let that out. I can't wait to. Thank you, Yui, mate. I really just wanted to let that out. So he's got it. He's got it now. Okay, he's got 187. Yes. So he's doing a 24-hour. What's Hobbiton? What is that in New Zealand? Hobbiton. That's one of the most oddest places, man. That's awesome. We should move. We should all meet. We should all meet up in a Hobbiton in summer. What? Become hobbits for the day? Oh, dude, that's funny. Randy says, Mark, you should go to. Yeah, I definitely will. I will walk past. I might send them an email first. Like, I won't come unannounced, but I might send them an email saying, you know, who I am. I'm still Oz. I'm a YouTuber dude, whatever. And walk past and just say, hey, can I go on the show? Definitely. I don't mind DK. DK is a media guy, but he doesn't push the BS. He just tells it how it is. He doesn't push the clickbait crap. You know what I mean? All right. I'm gonna have a quick little break to get a bit of water. I'll come back. I don't know how long I'm going today. We'll keep going until we don't go, until we get tired. But let me have a bit of a break. Give me 1 second.
Coach, you drafted 3 offensive linemen so far, including one at the very top there in Troy Fautano. All of them love football, all of them passionate, all of them real physical. Was continuing to address the offensive line a big key for you guys heading into this draft?
We just want to roll people, man, to be honest with you guys. You know, we got some backs that we like. We've got a good offensive line. We took Broderick Jones a year ago. This draft pool or class we thought was really loaded with some top end offensive line talent, and we just wanted to draw from that well.
All right, Steel Nation, welcome back. So, and I want to make a comment about this too, because I appreciate it. Yui says, I only watch Deke and Moats besides Mark. But also at the same time, Yui, like, you're a part of this channel too, man. You've been on this channel doing podcasts and, having your say too. And I really appreciate, what you've done for the Discord and everyone else, like Peppers and the Jeans and the Dantes, right? I appreciate that stuff. So you're part of this too. Like, yes, I run it. And yes, like, I'm trying to make it the best that I can. But you're a part of this thing too, man. Same with Pepper being a lead moderator and security guard and all that kind of stuff. And I appreciate that. But one thing I want to notice too, like I think in my situation, being the content creator bloke here, we understand how hard it is to watch everyone. You think about all the podcasts going out there. There's a million Steelers podcasts out there. There are some run by fans like myself. There are some other Australians like Maddie. There are other dudes in America. There are Steelers Dynasty podcast, which is a really good one, by the way. I back them. If I'm going to back anyone, I back Jason from Mike Drop Sports. I back Here We Go Show, Devin. I back It's Yinsberg. I back, and if I miss anyone, I do apologize. I back I just forgot them. Dynasty Pod. Did I say that? Dynasty Podcast? I'm trying to remember in my head. But I back a lot of these dudes, man. I back like guys like that. So but there's that many people out there that you can't have time to watch everyone. And it is really hard to keep the content up and keep doing it. So it is fantastic. He lives in Hawaii? Yes, every Thursday. Yeah, right. No, see, he's going crazy, man. That bloke, Jason, does it every day. I have said before in the past, my weakest area of doing this stuff is the fact that I can't go live your time. That I am 9 hours behind. So I woke up today with the news with that receiver, and it was my 8:30. Now, I couldn't make a video on time because I was too tired. I'm just coming out of bed, right? So that's the weakest part to my thing is I can't break the news, right? But maybe one of my strongest parts is that I can be relatable, I'm honest, and I have a good time having fun. So there's pros and cons with everything like that. But I appreciate that. But I do know that it is really hard to watch everyone, because I even still watch. I watch Tom Grossi. I watch Brendan Pona. I love the way he breaks videos down. I watch the Steel Curtain Network boys over there, and they're pretty funny. Like I watch that group. I try and watch the Sco Bros and try and get them to make them laugh too. 99 so Moats. I watch Moats is a good one. I watch every Steelers podcast, 100%, and we all interact together too. That's the best part. Like everyone knows everyone and have a chats. You guys know there's a few podcasts I won't watch and I won't be a part of because of certain reasons. No idea that means. Oh, you're saying he like does gambling things? Yeah. I probably would never do that. I probably never promote. I do gambling myself. I probably never promote them. I did see that as well. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. You always tell me that too. I can't watch Modes because he plays both sides. He plays the Steelers, and he's also a Bills fan too because he was in both teams. But there are a lot of podcasts out there, man. There is so much Steelers content. The YouTube channel and channels in general is filled with it. It's insane. Alrighty. Yeah, my two favorite, bro. Can't stand them. I can't stand chat, and I can't stand all Steelers talk. I think they're two of the worst. If you want information or lies, that's where you go to. I think they're two of the worst. I think the up and coming journalism from all Steelers talk is directed by clickbait, and it's based on a lot of shoulds. And yes, we can have an idea and talk about what could happen and stuff like that. But I've legit seen many videos where it's utter clickbait. It really is. It's drama. It's overall drama, and it's crap. And chat sport's the same. So I can't handle that. That could be a call too. He might. I think we all have our own little things too. My weakest area is my calves. Oh, that's so good. That's a good point. I said it numerous times. The bloke from it's so funny because Steelers Chat has over 51,000 subs, and he's a Raiders fan. I found that out, or he was a Raiders fan, turned like journalist now, and also Steelers Chat. If you don't know, he runs the Washington Commanders Chat too. Chat is one big business. It's not a fan. And if you like that, you like that. You like that. If you want that kind of style, that's what you want, right? And that's where maybe I don't have the X's and O's in certain things, but I feel like my receiver 2 rant was pretty good. So I do know what I'm talking about. Someone called me out the other day and said, you must be from Australia. You don't know what you're saying. You don't have to be from America to understand football. The reason why I watch football is because I love the one-on-one matchups. I love the fact that you can build the O-line up and you can have Broderick Jones playing the left or right or whatever, and you have Najee running behind him. Maybe you swing the center swings over or something like that, or the guard moves, or it's a halfback draw, or you have your best receiver Pickens versus one of their worst cornerbacks in a matchup. Maybe you move him in motion. Maybe you get Calvin Austin involved. Maybe you design a play to get Connor Hayward the football in a shovel pass or something like that. I love matchups. I like how players like that match up against opponents where, you know what, if they do play Justin Fields at quarterback, then there's going to be a matchup problem because who's going to mark him? Everyone else is going to mark maybe 4 or 5 wide receivers plus the running back. Who's going to QB spy Justin Fields? Also, too, Russell Wilson can still run around too. Yes, he's getting older, so I love that stuff. Yes, I might not have the intangibles of like knowing every single player or their strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, but I still love the game, and I love the game how the O-line works. I love how the D-line works. I think it was Ogunjobi's birthday today. So is he going to be a force? And Keanu Bennett's going to be a force? I love that kind of stuff. I love how Minka can get involved now into the defense. But yeah, someone called me out the other day in a comment and was like, yeah, you're from Australia. You know what you're talking about? That's bullshit, man. I've been watching this game for 24 years, 23 years. I know how things work. I know why certain plays work. I know why this player versus one of their weakest players, or how we were getting carved up in many years in the middle linebacker position because we didn't have one. All right. Devin Bush wasn't the right guy. I know why that Benny Snell was on the roster for a few years and he was cut. There's a reason why they cut him. There's a reason why they ran with Warren and Najee, those 2 running backs too. So yes, I don't like that either. Yep, 100%. There's a ton out there. I can name a ton out there via the chat sports people that are portraying fans of the team, and they say all the good code words, and they learn how to be a fan, but deep down inside they're not. And this community is meant to be Steelers fans going to a bar, having some drinks, having some pizza, and going, that's our team. That's my team. I'm going to cheer on my bloke, Najee Harris. Going to cheer on my guy, Freiermuth, and hopefully he gets maybe an extension if he plays well. So yes, dead set. Yeah, I've looked in them too. I don't mind that atmosphere. It's a good little atmosphere too. So there's some blokes that there are some blokes that are like what's the word? The Bengals. I think there's a Bengals fan there. They got some good football sense for sure. I often listen to is it Kevin Smith as well from Steel Curtain Network. They're pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, it's insane. It's if you look into it, it is probably one of the worst ones out there. And I don't care that I'm saying it. I think in that sense, when I say that, I feel like I'm a bit like Patrick Queen, right? So Pat Queen said, I don't care, it's the truth. Queen, I'm just not saying anything bad about them. It's speaking the truth. And that's what I feel like with all Steelers talk. Like they're probably good guys, but overall, the clickbait is absolutely insane. I don't try and do clickbait at all. You have to draw people in, but I don't try and do it. There's a fine line you play with clickbait, and they play it on the other side. It's not that fun. Alrighty. This I tell you what, this has been a great episode. I feel like I've had a good haircut. I've had a good day. I'm gonna put that video together. I feel pretty pumped up. I feel like I've been a bit in the content world. I haven't been doing the best job recently because I've been pretty busy. But I feel like from this point, I'm gonna start doing better. Randy says, Steel Nation Australia is top tier. Appreciate that. Like DK Sports, like family. No one hears it. No, it is like family because we're all included. 100%. That's right. We're all part of it, man. We're all part of this. And the goal is really my goal is I just want to watch football. I really just want to. I just want to watch Warren or Najee run over someone. I want to see Russell Wilson do a 45-yard pass to Pickens and Pickens palm someone off. I want to see TJ Watt get back to his best that he can be. Right now, TJ Watt is going around in Europe, enjoying himself, having a good time with his missus, right? I want to see this team get back to that winning mentality, and they can. They can do that, and we miss football like that. I was watching highlights the other day. I think it was it? Yeah, the Kenny Pickett throw to Calvin Austin. I was like, that was awesome, right? And I think as we start getting back to this football season around the corner, I think we're good. I think we're really good. 99 says, I like that you really get to know us and you connect in the chat. Some podcasts, I just talk the entire time without connecting with the audience. Well, I will. I'll try. But there are some times that when I have guests on, it is really hard for me to, bring up the live chats. But to be honest, this whole channel is based around the live chat, same in the connection in the community. But yes, when I have like a BMAC on, or if I have another podcaster on, like a Maddie or someone else like that, then yes, it's very hard sometimes to bring the chat up because you don't want to break the consistency of the podcast. And sometimes people watch it back and it is awesome. But you'll know different times where I can connect with the chat, and other times I'm just doing, I have a guest on. But either way, they're both really good. If you go back and watch that BMAC one, that's still one of my favorite podcasts I've ever done. Ever. And all I'm doing is asking questions, having a good time. And BMAC was such a good guest. It was so much fun. The fact that I had him on the show, and he was a bloke that I used to play Madden with, I watched him as a kid when I was 15 years old or 16 years old when he was like 24. So I think he's like 8 years older than me, or 9 or 10, right? So I must have been like 12, 13 years of age, and he was 24. So the fact that I was watching him in Super Bowls and winning stuff, and I got him on the show, I was like, that's fucking unreal. That made my day, and now I can go back to that and listen to that. It's honestly one of the best ones I've ever done. It's really good. Hurley Daly. You always said, I think it's impressive when it's a foreign fan, because when you got to wake up, I was a fan of the video game team in Seoul, and was 100%. Everything's backwards to me, right? So your guys right now, it is like probably 10, 11 p.m. It's my 1 p.m. So, and as you know, when I watch football, it's my 3 a.m. So that's kind of like the appeal too, sometimes too, I think, being a crazy fan from Australia, and the hard work that I have put in. But it does frustrate me a bit if I go into a bit of a side mission. It does frustrate me a bit that I can't break the news. But the only way I solve that problem is if I move to America. That's the only way. It's the only way I solve that problem. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Wouldn't mind seeing that. I appreciate that. It's a good time. Brandy says, yes, I love Mark, and if I found you, it's been one of the best things. That's cool. Oh, man. Hey, that's cool. I like that. That's insane. No, that's really cool. But you know why? Look, I appreciate that. And it's not, I don't think it's just me, because I'm just a bloke, but I do appreciate that. I really do. I'm taking all that in. That's fantastic. I found you. It's been one of the best things. That's crazy. I reckon that's really cool. But in saying that, that's pretty cool. In saying that, though, I hope you found your people too. Like, I hope that you found people to connect with in Talking Steelers. That's what it's at. That's where it's at. Like Pepper asked before, how's your little baby boy? And yes, we're so far away. I fucking live in Australia. Like, I'm so far away. I'm 15,000 miles away from you guys in America. But that is really cool. That is. What do you say to that? You know what I mean? What do you say? That is awesome. And the fact that, Pepper asked about your baby and stuff like that, that's what's really interesting about this internet community and the community itself. Stuff like that. When I read that, I go, wow, you cannot replace anything to that level. You know what I'm saying? So what do? You're going to get me in my feels. JDL says this podcast is sick. I'm trying to get him on the show. I really am. I made a video. I tagged him in it. That is cool. Yeah, there's not much going on. I didn't even talk about the OTAs. Oh, dude, I didn't have my rant ready for the reserve too. Yeah, what kind of clickbait's that? Oh man, Oh, that's so good. That is so good. That is so good. HCU is my favorite YouTube community. I'm rarely on other. Yeah, you know what we should do? maybe I should make a not like a Twitter, like a HDU. Imagine that. Imagine if you made an app, an application called Who We Do a University where you logged into it. That'd be insane. Oh, you did too. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Such a nice thing to say there on the internet. I don't know who Matt Murdoch is. Anyways, 110 minutes or 70 odd minutes. If anyone's got anything else to that into it, I don't know what else I want to talk about. I just feel pretty positive about this team, to be honest. I feel pretty good where the direction is going. I've been looking up highlights for Russell Wilson. I've been trying to get around Justin Fields. I'm starting to get on the train of like, g'day, Matty, what's going on, mate? wait. HDU! HDU! Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, I've been trying to get on the train of like looking up highlights of Russell Wilson, looking up highlights of Fields, the fact that they're part of that team now, I think it's really interesting. I had a dream the other day. I think I had another dream actually. Had a dream about Russell Wilson running away for a 20-yard break. I had a dream, I think, last night about Najee Harris running the football. I really want to buy Madden, but I want to buy the football game too, NCAA 14. I really want to buy, and I've got an idea for that as well. It's a fantastic idea, and I think I've told Pepper it, but I've got a really good idea. G'day, Monster, what's going on? I've got a really good idea about HDU too, and I've got to buy a PS5, and it's going to be for members only. But yeah, I don't know why. I want to control the team and I want to run Najee. I think Najee's going to have a really great year. There's something about Najee Harris this year that I feel like the Steelers have done the right thing. They haven't exercised his fifth-year option. He's going to have a big year. He's probably going to get 1,000 yards, 1,200. Jalen Warren's going to get 1,000. And I feel like we can have a good... If you thought last year was a bit like up and down, but we ended well, this year should end even better. It really should. I know Maddie's getting it for sure. I've got to buy a PS5. Maddie's definitely getting it. I'm going to have to buy a PS5 to get it, but I have an idea that I want to do for the HDU members. So welcome, Maddie Peverill on his break too. We're on a break. G'day, Monster 13 313. I have no idea how long I'm going today, but everyone's coming in again. I feel like it's another wave of people. G'day, working out with Parkinson. What's going on? Olin, how are you? And yes, but even the Longhorns. Yeah. My goal this year too is I have to watch college football. I need to get around it. But no, I just think to this team that I just feel like it's going to be fun. I feel like it's going to be really fun to watch these guys and really excited. We thought the offense was going to be exciting last year with Kenny Pickett. Well, it wasn't that exciting, but this year does feel like that. I even saw Arsenal DB tweeted to me and said, "Oh, do I have it?" He said Arsenal DB tweeted me. That's the draft. I don't know where it was. Here, this. Yeah, the Arsenal DB tweeted me this, right? In terms of Darnell Washington, I can't show the footage, but he showed me this one. And it was a picture of Darnell. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, you can see the bottom part. That's crazy. Didn't know that was there. Right. Yeah, Arsenal DB tweeting this. Your wish of Darnell being used in the offense might be coming true. And there's a picture of Darnell is like 6'7", something like that. 6'7", catching a football. And these are the fun things that's got to happen this offense. I know Matty's been talking about it with the receivers and the tight ends and Connor Haywoods and this kind of stuff. It does feel like we're getting to that point where it's like a very competent offense, a very good offense, and better quarterback play. Bigger blokes up front with Fautanu and Frazier and Jones are stepping up as leadership positions. It does feel like there is more good, positive things being said about this team than there is negatives, right? So your wish of Darnell being used in offense more might be coming true. The dude's like 6'7". Get him in the end zone. Give him a San Antonio home pass to the end zone like this. Catch it. touchdown, move on, kick a point. Shout out to Boswell. Boswell got married today. So, yeah, Boswell got married to his missus. So he's going to have a good season. Oh, I got to do it. I love it.
Coach Stumlin, let's go for the win, man. Coach Stumlin, let's go for the win, man.
Hey, Coach Tomlin, man, go for the win, man. Man, I'm fucking working. I love that. I that's why I like him. Some people don't, but I do. I think he's great. TD says hit the like button. People's almost on for 2 hours. That'd be fantastic if you do like it. Hit that for sure. It's been a fun time, man. I feel like it's been pretty good talk too around the 2 hours. It's pronounced Foa, Toa, none. Foa, Toa, Nanu. Yeah. Yeah, let's go for the win, man. Man, I'm fucking working. I'm fucking working. I agree. Olin says that too. Darnold's going to be the Gronk successor. Yes, he is. I think sure he's probably not the fastest guy coming out of the offense, or I don't think his breakaway speed will be that good. But getting the football, he leans forward and get 4 yards. I think he's used quite a bit too. And I'm assuming that Arthur Smith offense was using tight ends as well when he was in the Falcons and when he was in the Titans as well. So he's up there for sure. He's up there, right? Monster, I think that might be in terms of Mike Tomlin. So we disagree there, but I don't know. That's okay. Alrighty, what did you say? We should get Van Wilder Jefferson. Yeah, he signed a massive contract today, though. When I woke up this morning, that was what, 400 $140 million over 4 years, $110 million guaranteed. Like, that is pretty insane. Like, he's now set the receiver, the highest paid non-quarterback contract in the league at that level, which is really insane, to be honest. And now other receivers like Jamar Chase and all those guys, they're going to want more money. Will Pickens want more money? Will he be that good of a player where the Steelers don't pay him a big contract and he walks away in 2 years' time? Could be. These things always happen to move around, man. It's like, it's just part of the business. It's part of being a fan. It's part of the show, right? But that is definitely a pretty crazy sum of money. $140 million, 4 years, $110 million contract. Thank you, George, mate. Appreciate that. Okay, all good. Oh man, Jean-Claude Van Damme Jefferson, love that. Owen says, Mike, for some reason, look, if he does, like I said, if he does, I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely fine. My rant wasn't based on me not wanting it to happen. It was more just the fact, I think people were making this void up for no reason. There was Pickens, no receiver 2. We can't do shit. And the rest of the guys. If it goes and happens, I'm fine. I'm fine with it, man. Love that. Jean-Claude Van Damme Jefferson. Oh, I gotta fix my chair. Hear that? It's too it creaks too much. What is he? Hey, you can't make that up. Well, you did. How do you think so fast? You think so quick. Jean-Claude Van Damme, because you put them together. Jean-Claude and then Van Jefferson, then Damme. That's fantastic. I should make that emote. That'd be so hard to do. I should make a Jean-Claude Van Damme Jefferson. I should put Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, can I do this in AI? Do we have time? Of course we have time. I think we have time. No, I won't do it. So I should do Jean-Claude Van Damme in a Steelers jersey. AI. Why should I? I think I should. I think I should do that. I think I should put Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. I can't remember what I used though. Which one was I using last time? Spin the wheel. I haven't got the wheel ready. I retired the wheel. I can't believe last year I went through 22 days of the wheel. What's it? It's like Starry. Yeah, I got it now. AI. Is that the one I use? Yeah. Yeah, Starry AI. I think Jean-Claude Van Damme in a Pittsburgh Steelers uniform might be the next emote. No, actually, I've got one. My next emote, but I need some help. I'm not saying everyone to do what they want to, but it will happen in time. My next emote will be. I think I want to do this. I think I already made it. Did I make it? I did. Where is it? Did I download it yet? Oh, hang on. I'll show you my next emote or emoji, whatever you call it. Right? Yes. Okay. Here it is. Let me know if you like this because I think it's funny. So when we hit it, I think we're like about 10 members away or something like that. Not that you have to do it, but I'm just saying we're about 10 away. So I'm probably going to introduce this. I think if the sole reason is if I'm allowed to get away with this on YouTube, I will. So right now we have, I think, the James Debo Harrison one, which by the way is fantastic. I love that. That's really good in the emoji sections. Cancelled. Yeah, we've got this one, right? The James Debo. But I reckon when we get there, I'm going to do this. Let me know in the chat if you like this. That's my next one. I'm dead set certain that's my next emoji. I'm gonna have just g'day 46, but like that. I don't know why, but that's my next one. But I do need, and I'm not lying. I'm just saying facts. I do need I believe 10 more members or something like that. I'm not lying. It's just how YouTube works. Because based on your members, they allow you to have more emojis and whatnot. I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just saying what's up. All right. If you guys are cool with that one, I'm dead set going to do that. I think it's funny. I think it's great. Let's go to the chat. G'day P Maximus. G'day P Maximus. What's going on? Yes. Cancel. Hey, welcome to the show, mate. That's a new name. P Maximus to the house. Welcome to the show. That's fantastic. Yeah, I think it's good, isn't it? Thank you, Toddy. I don't know where you. Yeah, I'll verse you on college football. And again. Oh, hang on. Oh my goodness. Hang on a minute. Oh, I could somehow make that a glizzy. Holy Julie. Oh, it's getting to the silly part. But yeah, I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about the next one. I will be doing this. G'day. I think it's fantastic. So we'll get there in time. It's all good fun. So thank you. I think Toddy was heading out. Thank you, mate, for coming in and saying hello. I can't get. Where's the chat at? Where is it? Yeah, thanks, Toddy. Yeah, Monster likes it. Good call. Welcome to the show, Maximus too. Maximus Iridius. Yeah, you know what? I know it's not big news, but I do wish the player luck. I really do, because I'm going to make another video about that today too. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read out the comments from Twitter and Facebook. And yes, not the fact the guy's a massive player, but to be honest, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. So I like players getting a chance. You know what I mean? That's why I like seeing players. If I had time to watch UFL, I would, and maybe I should soon. But Yeah, I like players getting a chance to be part of the offense. Yeah, he may not make the team, but I bet you he's excited. I think we're just too quick to judge. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Maddie. Says have an emo. There's an emo cartoon, like an actual emo. Like it. You mean like Wait. What? Thank you, Chloe. Do you mean an emo as in like an emo person, or do you mean like an emoji? But yeah, thank you, Matty Pepperell, for the $2.99. You fucking legend. Good call. How long do you think it's going to be before Justin Fields is starting quarterback? I don't think he's going to be a starting quarterback this year, unless he proves himself that he is ultimately 2 times better than Russell Wilson. I do feel like, though, that Russell Wilson is a starting quarterback, and later on down the line, we will see him start a game or be a part of the game. I think we see Fields to be a part of the game, but I feel like they're going to back Wilson 100%, and they're going to feed in Fields in certain packages, in certain offensive schemes. You know what I mean? But I don't know if he's going to be a starting quarterback this year. But in saying that, last year we started all 3 quarterbacks. Injuries, maybe Russell Wilson gets hurt, maybe his shoulder's sore, maybe his legs are sore, and they show him too. So I wouldn't be surprised if he were to start 2 or 3 games this year. But I feel like it's going to be Wilson from the very beginning. Yeah, he's had no reps, no catches, but I still wish him luck. If you watch a video later on today or tomorrow, I might do in 2 days' time. I'm going to read out comments from other players. Awesome. Thank you, P Max as well. So cool, man. All right. Thanks, Chloe. Yeah, could you imagine the story a bit like Warren? Imagine the story where he comes from. He's from LSU. I think Jaden Daniels was throwing him the football. That's what I know. He's like 6'2" or something like that. He carves out a role to be a teamer or something like that. Those kind of stories are fun to watch. That's why I'm so supportive of Warren. Warren's a fantastic player, fantastic football player. Actually, one of my favorites on the team right now. I think Warren's up there. He's just a bloke that he wears his helmet on the sideline. He's always done as a kid, and he's just carving out a role for himself. So, yeah, I just find the overall internet reaction really funny when they sign a player that, maybe not make the team. They go, "Who's that? What's the point? We're Super Bowl champions." It's like, it's a business. They got to run a business. It's a good call. What do you think about Corey Trice and JPJ? I'm really excited for JPJ, to be honest. I think he's gonna carve out a role and have a really big season. Don't be surprised this year if JPJ goes to be a Pro Bowler. He's up there. His confidence up there. Obviously gotten fitter in the offseason. The way we saw him break down players last year and receivers, like the press coverage and he's getting, even he said he's getting better at tackling. So don't be surprised if he's like a Pro Bowler and he picks off, I think, a few interceptions this year too. Also involving that too with like our overall defense and D-line and stuff like that. And getting to the quarterback, I think he's going to force some interceptions from Burrow and guys like that in AFC North. So Corey Trice too, if he had the big injury, he's one that I think fans are watching as well. Does he come back and provide some depth? Maybe he has, because he's like what did Mike Tomlin call him? The avatar cornerbacks. I'm really excited too about the other bloke. Is it the Panthers bloke, Dante Jackson? He's a veteran dude. So they're building teams around here. Elliott, the safety, he's working well with Minka. Like, it's fun, man. It should be a good time. But I think JPJ is going to be a standout. I think he takes a really big step in year 2. And hopefully we can have some, we can limit some teams to 20 points or to 17 points. He's going to be really fun. Dead set. An emoji that is emo in a cartoon form and it's still a jersey. Sorry, the chat ran. Oh, good. An emoji that is like an actual emo. I don't know what you mean, but I kind of get you. 99 says, I root for anyone that wants to rep black and gold. The Steelers, I want to be great. There's no good in one players to fail. 100% I agree with you. That's pretty much my standpoint besides Claypool. Claypool sucked. I couldn't handle him. Hooey dooey. That's a good question. I think we have to wait and see for that one. So 313 Monster says, what if Russell Wilson becomes Denver Wilson? I would probably counteract that question with what if Wilson becomes Seahawk Wilson? Right? I think sometimes that you know what? It could be a possibility. He goes into Denver. I mean, like Denver, and maybe it didn't work out there. But I feel like he's doing everything that he can to be a Pittsburgh Steeler in terms of PR. And the blokes on defense like him, the guys have talked about it with Warren and I think Muth and some other guys on the offense have said, you know what? It's a much better feeling right now in terms of like quarterback play, in terms of like offense, that they're really excited around that. So I would counteract the question and say, what if he becomes a Seattle quarterback? You know, appreciate that. Yeah, looks good. Look good, feel good, play good. The New York Jets. G'day, David. How far have I been? Oh, I think I've been on YouTube for an hour and a half. And I tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun. This is a really good podcast. I'm going to keep going. I've been on YouTube that long. It's going to New York Jets. Isn't that fantastic? That's awesome. That is crazy. I'm not a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers. Jets, Jets. Dude, that organization, you need a win or something. That team needs a win. I feel like you guys haven't had success, maybe similar to us, since like 2011, 2009. I always get reminded of the butt fumble with Mark Sanchez in the butt fumble. I always remember, was it that game? Was it Steelers versus Jets when Bart Scott said, "Can't win"? You know, he was a crazy football player, Bart Scott. He was insane. So welcome to the show, David. I can't believe it's reached it's been that on YouTube. It's reached a New York Jet audience. I agree. Jalen Warren was undrafted. Nobody thought he was going to make it. Facts. And look, facts. Everything about that is 100% fact. He was undrafted, and that's why he's so much fun to watch. He's so awesome. There's that highlight I saw the other day where Jalen Warren ran in the sideline versus the Browns like 70 yards, right in the sideline. You know what I mean? He's a bloke. And there's other one I saw too where he runs over the Bengal. That was a good one too. He ran over the Bengal. Maybe I've got to start watching more highlights again. But he's definitely going to be a part of the offense where, yes, he's 1A, 1B, but they're going to carve out a role for Jalen Warren as well. Dead set. P Max says, who will be our starting center this year? Cole really struggled when he starting center. Cole really struggled when he has moved on. I believe it's probably going to be Zach Frazier, unless they go into a scenario where Herbie right now. I think in the Steelers depth chart, I think he's listed as center. Will they play him there for 2 games, or does Frazier just win outright? I think he probably outright wins. You go and get him to play rookie center. I was going to say that. I was going to say they played Kendrick Green. If you're willing to give Kendrick Green a shot at center, then you should be able to give Zach Frazier a center. Yes, I agree. They said monsters they kind of have to be. Oh yeah, it always is. Yeah, another emote. We're gonna Emu farm. Emu. No. When we get there, I think I'm like 10 away. I'm gonna make that. That's it. That's what I'm doing. Like, let me double check. I think I'm like, I believe I'm about 10 away. Because YouTube only allows you to access them every time you get members, right? And right now we have 55. And I think Yuli did a lot of damage last month. You did a lot of damage. Can't believe how much you put involved. It was insane. I am 13. Oh no, I'm 19 away, but we'll get there. We'll get there in time. 19 away because you access more emojis as you get more members, right? So, but we'll get there. It's good fun. But that will be my next one, is get a 46. I think it's fantastic, right? So good. So good. Where was I? You want Russell Wilson face? I tried that with Kenny Pickett, though. I gave Kenny Pickett a curse. I had KP8 up there. Yeah, he's gone. Pickett's gone. So Pickett, he got replaced by someone else. I think the Wu-Tang replaced that. No, the Koala. That. G'day, Rod's back. I believe it was the Koala that replaced it. That replaced Kenny Pickett. Right. Never mentioned emus to an Aussie. Maddie says, you're like Fallout Boy emo cover, comb over, from high school. Oh, I was never an emo, but I was like, I knew of them. Dead set. 99 says the more I think about schedule, I like it. I like it. I like it. Yep. Very good call. I'm just excited to come back. Football's coming back in 94 days, 95 days, something like that. I agree. What Russ has to do is be a piece of the team. Yeah, be a part of the team. Don't do things too silly. And I'm just excited too, man. I'm excited to see what he can do. Yes, right now is the middle is like what we're in June, OTAs. I think OTAs sum up this week, and then we got to wait for, I guess the next step is the OTAs summed up so Wednesday. Once they're finished, then Wednesday or Thursday they're summed up. Then I believe there's like June mandatory minicamp. So I think we have to find out does Cameron, I don't know, can Cameron Hayward hold out? I don't know. There's probably a certain time where he needs to turn up to camp. I think it could be a mandatory minicamp. I'm sure there'll be a story going forward. Yeah, that qual is so good. Dead set. It's awesome. Alrighty. An emu mode. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Like you go to it, we'll go over it because I've got time. We might do a 2-hour show. Fuck it. At the start, it's Falcons, Broncos, Chargers, Colts, Cowboys. You know, it's a lot of hard. Like some can be hard games, but then on the back end, I'm really excited about this too. When we go and face the Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Browns, there's a block of 4 games in a row with AFC North. Like that to me is insane. I'm really keen. If the Steelers go through that and they beat the Ravens, the Browns, the Bengals, the Browns, if they go 4-0 on that stretch, just give them the season because that would be awesome to imagine getting a 4-0 record versus Ravens at Browns at Bengals versus Browns 4-0. If you were to go 4-0 on that stretch and in the division you go 5-1 or 6-0, that'd be fantastic. Now, sure, they're probably going to drop one of those games, but that would be fun, man. Ravens, they can beat twice. I agree. I think so. You got in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In the last 8 games, they play all the division, don't they? Yeah, that's right. They play all the division. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in the last 8 games, they play 6 divisional games, which is going to decide wild card and also AFC North football. That's pretty insane. The only 2 that are standing out is KC Chiefs won the Christmas Day game and the Philadelphia Eagles. Also, in terms of that too, right? You think about that. There isn't too much travel. That's probably one thing no one's really talked about. And if they have, shout out to you. But in the last 8 games, they're playing the AFC North 6 times. Therefore, you're going home 3 times, and you're going to Ohio twice, and you're going to Baltimore once. So in terms of travel, that's pretty good. In terms of physicality, that's pretty insane. So yeah, I'm excited about that too. Dead set. Is there more tornadoes too? Still, Rod, I got to watch that. I haven't seen that that video you sent me yet. I haven't watched it yet, but I'll have to watch it soon. I don't know what you're talking about. Wears that tinted full face shield helmet. It was not seeing his eyes. No, I don't think so. I think if it's like watching a robot. Sometimes I think if you don't see people's eyes, you can't. Maybe it doesn't look like a human. I don't know. I know what you're saying. But yeah, Rod, I got to watch that thing too. That's a good idea too. Arthur Smith will emote with a mustache. That's it. And his little hat. It's much better than Matt Canada's. Have you seen the Steelers training camp cap yet? I'm not too sure. I saw the draft one. I'm not really a hat guy, but I do have one here. I bought this in Thailand. This was still got the old sticker on it too. I bought this for $5 in Thailand. So the only reason I was wearing that was to cover my hair. Crazy rainy. Yeah, I hear you 100%. I won't complain about it. To me, it's not a big deal. It's. I saw some really bad comments. on the internet from fans who were going after Cameron Hayward, and I would say it to his face. Do you know what I mean? I saw some really bad comments about someone was calling out Killebrew because I called him a legend in a post because Killebrew, I love the way that Miles Killebrew plays the game. Former Detroit Lions safety, now turned special teamer, and he was calling him a bum. I was like, you go and call him a bum. You call this guy, Killebrew, a bum. Same thing with Cameron Hayward, right? That because he's missed OTAs that are like, you don't have to go. You can turn up if you want to. You don't need to be there. Steel Nation just goes after a 14-year-old vet already because of that. Cameron Hayward does so many good things on the field and off the field. So I don't make a big deal out of it. I think he'll sign a contract and we'll move on. I think he'll sign a 2-year contract and he'll finish his career with the Steelers in the next 2 years. So a lot of drama around the OTAs, but he doesn't need to be there. Cameron Hayward came out on his podcast and talked about it. I think he's good. It's fine. It's honestly, goodness, not that big of a deal. And if it turns out to be where Cameron Hayward doesn't actually sign for the Steelers and maybe he signs for another team, does he go back to where his father played and plays for the Falcons for 2 years? Could do. There's money involved, right? There's big money, But I feel like the Steelers want to make him a Pittsburgh Steel for life, and I think he does too. And they'll figure out some contract, his agent, this kind of stuff. And by the time he has to be there for, I think June is when it's like June 10th or like June 12th, might be like mandatory minicamp. So maybe he has to be there. So maybe there's a deal done shortly. But I think it was overblown. It's overblown in my opinion. Actually, most of Steelers news to me is overblown. I reckon so. They got a new coach too. They got the Harbaugh. Yep. Oh, I can't wait. I'll be so keen. I do want to have one too. I want to have another emoji that has Raven suck as well. But I feel like this is my next one. That one I feel like, because then you guys can use that to say hello to each other in the chat. Alrighty, let's go for 20 more minutes. Let's go 2 hours, man. We'll go 2 hours and I'm almost out of voice. I tell you what, I've really enjoyed this. I really have enjoyed this podcast. It's been fucking fun. I really have enjoyed this. P. Maximus says, what is your favorite Steel of all time? My favorite Pittsburgh Steel of all time is James Debo Harrison. If you haven't... Oh, I can do that too. Yes. If you haven't seen this in the chat, if you want to be a member, sign up for $3 or whatever. James, I made that because that was his... I got that picture. Yeah. I got that picture off, I think it was like Steelers, I don't know, Steelers video or something like that. And he's just fantastic. James Debo Harrison is my all-time favorite. I just love the way he played the game. I thought he was physical, fun, tackled well, intense. I loved how he tackled the Browns. I loved how that's that one play against the Ravens where he got 3 fumbles, he got 3 sacks, interception, and Mike Tirico says, just send him to the hall. Just send him to the Pro Bowl now. Just sign him up. It was Monday Night Football versus the Ravens. He tackled one of the blokes on the teams. He chased after the guy on a fumble. Like, he picked up a fumble. He had I think 3 forced fumbles, 1 recovery, 1 interception, and 3 or 4 sacks, plus 5 tackles. The guy was absolutely insane. He's now it should be Troy. I don't know. I keep saying that, but James Debo Harris is my all-time favorite. When he ran back that 99-yard pass to the end zone, it was so much fun. He's honestly, honest to goodness, my all-time favorite. Like, you imagine this bloke, right? This bloke here could you imagine James Debo Harrison sacking Joe Burrow back in the day? Oh, that would have been good. It's already fun. It's already fun seeing TJ Watt do it, but it's even more fun seeing James Debo Harrison doing it too. Because I know he was a Bengal. I understand he was a Patriot, but to me, he's always a Pittsburgh Steeler. I think he's one of the best Steelers of all time. I agree. Killer Brew should open up a brewery called Killer Brew. Yeah, man, that's not a bad idea. If he had a brewery in a pub called Killer Brew, like Steelers themed, like black and gold, pub or brewery with a bit of food attached, that would sell. That would go. At the same time, though, I guess Jerome Bettis Bar and Grill got out of it, so maybe it's harder than we think to make a bar. But yeah, Killer Brew's up there for sure. Yeah, what's he wear? He wears 28, right? From memory. I think he's 28. I like his name. I used to like the other bloke, Jordan Dangerfield. I think he was a good teamer as well. But I like Killebrew. He played for the Lions. He's a core teamer. I think he's got a 2-year, 3-year deal for the Steelers. But yeah, one of the blokes in the comments was just saying he was a bum and he's awful. And I was like, you don't understand football. There's more to the game than just the big players on the offense or the big players on the defense. There are guys that do their hard yards like Killebrew in that sense. I think, is he 28? I think so. So we signed 2 more receivers too. So that Jeray Jenkins is 6'2". That Isaiah Gathings is 6'4". He was a tight end. They put him as a receiver now, apparently on the depth chart. And you know what, too? Don't forget about Kyle Allen, the quarterback as well. I made a joke on SEN today. Kyle Allen, the quarterback, he could be fun to watch too. He's been playing 6 years, so he could be fun to watch as a preseason guy. That's kind of awesome. I'm really excited to have Queen as number 6. Some good numbers here. I think he's 28 from memory. That used to be my kill. Yeah. Miles Killebrew is 28. Corey Trice 27. Dante Jackson 26. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Deshaun Elliott too. I think it'd be fun to watch. 25. Kazi's still in the mix as well. No one's talking about him because they got Elliott to be safety. Darius Rush, I think he played last year. I think a little bit. So he came from the Colts. He's 21. So this group is much better. People are talking about that bloke too, John. I'm just going for the names. That bloke, John Reese Plumlee. Was he like the dude who can run the football and play receiver? Kind of like that Taysom Hill kind of like, person there. So the roster's filling out. And the hard part is they got to cut them too, right? You get all these blokes in, you start to like their play. And then at some stage, you got to cut them. Beanie Bishop was the guy that Matty was telling me about from WVU. And so was Shane as well from Fan to Fan. He's wearing number 30, but right now Jalen Warren wears number 30. Kalen Barnes is a DB. DeJohn Edwards was number 31 running back. That's the bloke that Najee had a go at the other day about Georgia. He was pumped up. So there's some blokes in here, man. That's gonna be fun to watch. Like everyone's focused on the main guys, but there are guys here. Oh, Julius Walshoff was the outside linebacker. I think he's from Germany. He's the rookie. We know Christian 46. No one's taking his number. He's good. There's no long snapper. There's only one, unless they go inside a long snapper. Some fun names, dude. Hopefully Cole Hall can come back too if he can get. His injury is pretty insane. What else is in here? I'm just reading all the names. Mason McCormick's a guard that he'll be fun to watch too. 6'5", the big unit. Reading all the names, dude. Logan Lee is Matty's talked about him a fair bit. The D tackle and rookie. Who else we got? Darnell Washington is my dude. I want him to succeed. Cordero Patterson, the kickoff returner. Rodney Williams, the teams guy. TJ Watt is in there. It's going to be fun. You read for all these names, it's going to be fun. Braden Fahoko, the nose tackle. It's a pretty big team. It's a good team. All right, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting near the end. We'll go for 2 hours and we're going to call it. I appreciate everyone in the chat. It's been a lot of fun. Been one of the best shows I've ever done, I think. I don't know. I can't see that. There we go. Yeah, talk about Cam. He's his brother. I think so too. What is Pete? Oh yeah, dead set. Put him up there. You got the pictures from Hall of Fame. Yeah, I'll look at them when I get a chance. Oh, it's so good. Randy says, James. Yeah, I've seen that video, the 48-minute video on James Debo Harrison. I think about 3 or 4 times where it tells his whole story on NFL Films. It is so much fun. I love him as a player. I think he's awesome. Yeah. Good question. Do you think Mike Tomlin's under pressure from the management of the all off-season transaction? Honestly, no. I don't think so. I think if you're an owner and your team keeps you relevant and has a chance for the playoffs every year, then I don't think he's under fire. That's not me as a fan perspective. If I'm the owner, Mike Tomlin knows his team. Patrick Queen, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, they all sign and they want to be part of the Steelers because of Mike Tomlin. I don't think he's under pressure, to be honest, no. I feel like they're going to give him a contract extension in the next few months before the season. Maybe it's like a 2-year extension or a 3-year extension, and they go from there, right? So I don't think he has that much pressure from the management. You don't see any real rumors, or you don't see any people causing any tension from this party or that party. Mike Tomlin's in full control of the team. Yes, I know we need to win a playoff game, and yes, I know there are some really some bad things wrong with how Mike Tomlin does things. But as an owner or the management, I don't think that his job's on the line. No, I think it would be silly to cut Mike Tomlin right now with all the pieces being made and the offense being rebuilt with the O-line, the defense better than ever, things like that. Why would you go and cut your head coach and then go and get a new head coach to start again? And maybe they cut players who they don't want. So no, I don't think his job's under pressure. He's pretty young for a coach. He's like 51 or 52 years of age. I feel like he's got another, at least another contract in him. Him and Omar Khan too have been working well together in drafts. And, I think we just want the win now mentality in that playoff game. So yes, I understand the other side, that people want him fired. We talked about it a million times. I'm over talking it, but from an organizational standpoint, no, I don't think so. I don't think his job's on the line. The only way his job will be on the line is if they absolutely crash and burn. And they gave him extension this year, and he went 2-15. The next year he went 3-14. Things like that. That's when his job will be on the line. But I don't think so. If you have a coach who can provide you with 10, 11 wins, give you a chance at the playoffs, then yes, you need to win the next game too. But I don't think you do that. Anyways, woof. Alrighty. I hope John Reese Plum can make it a Steeler. He's never been to Pittsburgh until he was drafted. Hey, that's cool. Right. So he was undrafted, right? I think he's an undrafted guy. It's picked up. Yuli says next season we'll have we'll have about $100 million in cap, but have to deal with Najee, Muth, Pickens, Daniels, and Warren and a quarterback. Yeah. A lot of big things that happen next year too, for sure. I think it would be cool if the Steelers this year throwbacks. I don't mind. Do you mean the one that was like the black V? That one? I don't mind the Bumblebee ones. That's for sure. I've got that quote here. Yeah, 100%. I bring it up. That's what I talked about the other day. And this is the reason why I think a lot of fans, you don't like Mike Tomlin, but look from a player's perspective, right? If you don't listen to me, listen to the players. The players say it's a better, is it the one? Yeah. It's a better atmosphere here for me. Everybody is cool. The people are cool. The players are cool. The food spots are better. I'm a big food guy. And overall, it's a better atmosphere, right? So Queen said that in terms of why he chose the Steelers. And I had the other one, but maybe I'll get rid of it. I had the Queen point 2. The Queen point 2 is the better one that I had. This one. So it's everything you want. This is Queen talking about the Steelers organization. You have a great head coach, a defense that can ball, put you in a situation to succeed. I'm at a point where you want to win. I know Pittsburgh hasn't won it in a while. And I like how he brought that up too. I like how Queen brought that up. He knows that Pittsburgh hasn't won in a while. We all know. You ask anyone. We know that we haven't won in a while. We haven't won Super Bowl in a long time. We know that, right? We know a playoff on that. But he does go on to say that we're in the playoffs and we have a chance, and team got better at every position, and now it's a point where we have to go and do what we've got to do. So Queen's on one, man. Queen's fired up. And he doesn't care telling the world to. He does not care. Doesn't give two shits. Right, yeah. Tomlinson, Mike Tomlin is here long as he wants to stay. 100%. 100% I agree with you. Yep. Yes, he was undrafted. I know some things, man. I don't know where he played, but I know that he was. I think someone said he's a player, a quarterback like Taysom Hill. He can play receiver. I think wherever he played college at, I think he played receiver as well. So yeah, John Reese Plumlee, he was an undrafted quarterback, picked up like us too. Yeah. Alrighty, Steel Nation, let's get out of here, man. That was a 2-hour show. What a time. Oh my goodness. I want to thank every single person in the live chat. That was fun. That was a good time. That has made my day. It's a lot of talking too. That's made my day. I don't know what time it is in America, but I feel like that was a good check-in. That was a good 11:40 p.m. That was good, man. I feel like that was awesome. So I appreciate yeah, I hear that too. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I thank you, Rod, for the 99. Thank you, Yui. Thank you, Matty Peveril. You guys are awesome. Some big things coming here on Steelers Nation Oz. I got to go hard in the paint. I want to try and make this the best I can. Has been a bit of a slow month because I've just been doing some work and stuff like that. Some things it's been slow time. But yeah, man, we're gonna get we're gonna have a good time. I'll tell you that. That was so much fun. That was a good time. P-Max says word from the camp is Roman. Yeah. I think so. They showcased him too. I don't know if you saw that in the NFL. They were doing like logos, like drawing logos. He was part of the rookie event where all the rookies went to. So he was selected. So they have him there. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to put a video out probably tomorrow about the kickoffs. The receiver too. You guys are awesome, dude. That was fun. And we'll end with this. We will end with Pepper. Thanks for hanging out with us at the university today. Like and subscribe if you want to. Hooly dooly. That's fantastic. I don't know how you come up with this stuff, man. But yeah, let's end with Pepper saying, thanks everyone hanging out. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's a great show. 1 hour and 56 minutes of rambling. But I feel it was good. It was good. It was a good ramble. It was a good ramble, man. Tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I can't tomorrow. I think I'm working tomorrow. But you never know. With this channel, P-Max, you never know. I could be live today. I could be live for 2 hours, 10 hours. You never know. I could be live tomorrow. But I was definitely going live today to catch up. So that was awesome. I try and do about three a week and say what's up. So yeah, let's end with Pepper. Thank you everyone in the chat. Fantastic. Hour and 57 minutes, man. That's the next one. If you guys want to be members, hit the join thing and do that. The G'day 46. I can't believe I can write that on YouTube. It's so fantastic. Makes my day. And yeah, hope you guys have a good evening. It is your Monday. It's your Monday, my Tuesday. I got some things planned in the next few days. And yeah, every single day we're getting close to the Steelers football, but there will be a slow period coming up. So, you know what I should do? I should have a see you later. Not a good day. I should have a good day and a goodbye. All right, guys. I'll see you later. That's it. That was good fun. I'll see you later.
Coach, you drafted 3 offensive linemen so far, including one at the very top there in Troy Fautano. All of them love football, all of them passionate, all of them real physical. Was continuing to address the offensive line a big key for you guys heading into this draft?
We just want to roll people, man, to be honest with you guys. You know, we got some backs that we like.
Hey, what's going on? Hang on. Wait a minute. Encore. I just saw this comment. Shout out to Devin, man. What's going on? Hey, Devin, I'm going to try and get on the show too, man. He says, Mark calling in the show as soon as I show up. Sorry, dude. I got to try and get you on the show. That's hilarious. That is insane. So hope you're doing well, Devin, man. I'll try maybe in the next few weeks, I'll try and get you on the show. Try and talk some football with you. That's funny. Audio. Thank you, Devin, mate. I'll see you later. That's funny as. All right, now I'm going to play it again. Tuesday. All right, see you later.
One after the next 2, is he still aggressive?
Yeah, what do they call them? The con artists? I like that. I saw that, man. That's pretty good. It's a cool nickname.
You know,
the road to New Orleans will start in a few months. Let's get ready for the ride. Gas up the cars, baby. Let's get to New Orleans. Gas it up. Let's go.
Hey, thank you, B-Mac, mate. I'll see you all later. As always, here we go, Steelers.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.